We live in empathetic times, and no, this is not a good thing. Welcome to Man Rampant. Out there in the talking heads business, opening monologues are given very important sounding names, like the memo, or talking points, or shrieking feminist nonsense. Because we here at Man Rampant are very important talking head professionals, this opening monologue will henceforth be known as the marshmallow shtick. It's going to be sharp, but also flexible and bendy with flaming goop on the end. Nobody should be hurt too badly, should be friendly. So then, welcome to the marshmallow shtick. On guard. I want to talk about tribal empathies. We live in empathetic times, and no, this is not a good thing. We also live in a time of increasing fragmentation and polarization, resulting in virulent forms of tribalism. Back in the day, when we were faced with old school tribalism, the tribe was an objective reality outside yourself, and it set one's baseline. This was when tribes had names like Apache or McGregor. As a result, members of a tribe tended to grow up with a fixed loyalty to that tribe when considered against all others, and empathy was out of the question for others. It was doled out accordingly. What was good for the tribe defined everything, and you empathized with a fellow member of the tribe simply because. Less to no empathy was accorded outsiders. In other words, tribal membership determined the empathies. In our fragmented times, we are seeing the opposite, like a river reversing course. Instead of tribes, created by geography, ancestry, and language, establishing our empathies today are now establishing our tribes. Shared sentiments now harden groups into tribes, complete with tribal loyalties. I was once walking through a major city and passed the Center for the Empowerment of Deaf Alcoholics. That's an example of hyper-specialized empathy, which will result in the long run in a fairly small and exclusive tribe, sort of like the White House press corps, often drunk, never listening. But there are alternatives to tribalism, whether we are talking about massive tribes of white liberals or micro-tribes of City League bowlers in Topeka. On the secular side of things, those alternatives would include massive nationalist ideologies, like Nazism, or internationalist ideologies, communism, which is the kind of thing that happens when tribalism tries to scale. And mass ideologies like petty tribalism demand loyalty and empathy, and to hell with outsiders. The only real alternative to an insider-outside tribal mentality is the Christian faith. Because the claims of Christ are ultimate, and because He is the head of the church, these claims originate from outside the cosmos, which means that His claims trump every other claim. I have a tighter bond to someone who is baptized in the triune name, but who lives in Tehran, than I do with my next-door neighbor who is not baptized. The Christian faith is genuinely international, regardless of how much superficial commonality I might share. The universal point of integration, the arche, is Christ, seated at the right hand of the Father. He is the one who became incarnate. He was born of a particular woman named Mary. He had a hometown, Nazareth. He went to Nazareth High. He spoke a particular language. He was of the tribe of Judah. The blood of Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, and Bathsheba flowed in his veins. He had 10 toes, and I've been baptized into him. This means that I do not have to repudiate my particularities, and you do not have to repudiate yours. In order for loyalty to exist between us, I can belong to my tribe, and I can do so with gratitude and affection. But I cannot bow down to my tribe, in my case, Clan Gunn from Scotland, because Christ was not from that tribe. He was from His tribe. I can be from mine. And because He ascended into heaven and left all tribes behind, I can keep an appropriate emotional distance from my tribe. Something more sports fans and identity politicians need to learn. What does this do to my empathies? That is what we are here to discuss today.